Day 22. 1. The wisest thing is always to perform good works and make satisfaction for sins before death. 1a. A Dominican nun in Manto named Paula lived and died in great holiness. When she died, her body was brought into the church. The whole community reverently sang the introductory hymn. Sister Thefano Candana, Etiennette Kinana, her closest and most fervent friend, stood beside the coffin in deep affection. Suddenly, the deceased dropped a small token of penance and reached out to grasp her friend's hand, holding it so tightly that no one could loosen the grip. People tried everything for more than an hour, but her hands still clung firmly. Finally, by command given to Sister Paula in the name of holy obedience, she released Sister Candana's hand immediately. What did that firm grasp mean? Sister Paula explained to Sister Candana that it was a desperate plea for help amid unimaginable suffering. She said, "Oh, if you knew how the evil spirits rage madly to seize a soul at the final moment. If you knew how strict the Supreme Judge is, how thoroughly he examines even the smallest faults, and how much one must atone before receiving the reward of heaven. One must be completely purified before being allowed to enter the kingdom of God. Therefore, pray for me. Stand between me and God. Pray, and atone for me." 2a. In the room of Francis Belay, a monk passed away. Everyone called him a living saint, an angel in human form. According to the rule of the monastery, each priest was required to offer 3 masses for any member who died. But one priest thought, offering 3 masses is unnecessary for such a saint. He must have flown straight to heaven. A few days later, the deceased monk suddenly appeared before him and begged earnestly, "I implore you to have mercy on me." Surprised to hear a soul appearing and pleading like that, the priest asked, "Ah, holy soul, what help do you need from me?" The soul replied, "I am imprisoned in purgatory, waiting for the 3 masses that you must offer for me. If you fulfill that obligation, I will go immediately to heaven." The priest, astonished, said, "I am honored to help you if you truly need it. But I believed that, with your holy life, you received the crown of heaven at your death. Were you not the most fervent in every religious duty? Did not everyone praise you and try to imitate your example? Did you not go beyond your assigned duties, constantly praying, mortifying yourself, and living a life full of virtue? No, I never imagined that there remained any purgatory for you." The deceased monk insisted strongly, "Alas, alas. No one believes, no one understands how severely God judges and punishes. God is infinitely holy, and therefore he sees in all our best works many imperfections that do not please him. Even the saints are not completely pure before him. How much less we, who are merely human beings." 2. The holy souls look for opportunities to repay kindness. Sandoval, the future Archbishop of Seville, Christophe Sandoval, when he was still a little boy, once gave a large sum of money given to him for his own, used to the poor. His devotion to the holy souls in purgatory grew stronger with the passing years. For the sake of the holy souls, he often gave everything he had to those in need. Once, while studying at the University of Louvain, his parents sent money late, and he was left with not a single penny, not even enough to buy food. Sorrowful that he had nothing to give the poor for the love of the holy souls, he went into a church to at least pray for the dear souls in purgatory. While he was fervently praying, a handsome young traveler approached him. The young man gave him news about Marquis Dania, his father, and other relatives, exactly as if he had truly just come from Spain. Finally, the young man invited him to dine at a hotel. Sandoval accepted immediately, for he had not eaten all day. They dined together and conversed at length. Afterward, the stranger handed him an amount of money for his personal use, and then departed. Later, Sandoval searched everywhere, but could never discover who the mysterious benefactor was. The money the young man had given him was never claimed, and it remained exactly like the funds he would normally have received from home. He firmly believed that heaven had sent him one of the holy souls, whom he had helped release from purgatory through prayer and almsgiving. Pope Clement VIII affirmed this belief when he heard the story. The Holy Father instructed him to publicize the event in order to encourage the faithful to increase their prayers and good works for the liberation of the holy souls. When Sandoval later became Archbishop, he also became an ardent apostle of devotion to the holy souls in purgatory. 3. Repayment 100-fold. Minetti was a poor woman living in Naples, Italy. Day and night she begged the Lord to free her husband from prison, because he was too poor to pay his debts. She presented her distress to a wealthy man, and he gave her 3 coins. Despairing and hopeless, she ran into a church and pleaded with the Lord, the protector of the poor and afflicted. Immersed in prayer and tears, she suddenly thought of the holy souls in purgatory. She often heard stories of their suffering and gratitude. Comforted by this thought, she hurried to the parish priest and offered him the little money she had received, asking him to offer a mass for the holy souls. The next morning, during Mass, Minetti participated with great devotion. She returned home filled with hope, though still deeply pensive. An old man met her and asked why she looked so sorrowful. She explained her situation. Deeply moved by her hardship, the old man wrote a few lines on a piece of paper and told her to deliver it to someone at a certain address. She hurried there and handed the note to a young clerk. The young man opened it and was astonished, trembling as he recognized the handwriting of his father, who had died several months earlier. Shaken, he asked her anxiously, "Where is this letter from? Who gave it to you? When? Oh God! These beloved lines, these precious words." The woman, just as surprised, replied, "Sir, an elderly gentleman of noble appearance and kindness met me on the road, asked about my situation, and gave me this note to bring to you. I know nothing else. Look, there is his shadow on the wall." Even more astonished, the young man read the note aloud. "My son, I have just left purgatory, thanks to a mass offered by this poor woman for the holy souls. She brings you this message. She is in extreme poverty. I beg you to help her." He read the note again and again, as if he wanted to absorb every beloved word, his tears flowing freely. He then said, "Dear lady, a few coins of yours have opened the gates of heaven for the one who gave me life. Now it is my turn to reward your life and that of your whole family. You shall never lack anything you need. I promise you this." Prayer. O Lord, how joyful our hearts are when we help the holy souls. The Holy Cardinal Hugh once declared, "Even the smallest act of charity toward the holy souls will be repaid with blessings beyond imagination." We are determined to devote all our strength to assisting the holy souls.